Welcome to my YouTube channel and the second part of this 4-part series. Today we will be doing Whether I Survive Thanos Snap. Let's do it. Also, if you haven't seen my previous video that I did before this, you should go watch that. I did Which Marvel's Character Am I? And then come back here and watch this one. So the first question is, which Infinity Stone would I most like to have access to? The Reality, Power, Mind, Time, Soul, and Space Stone. And we are going to go Reality. Which Disney character would I choose to join the Avengers? There's Elsa, Hercules, Genie, Sorcerer Mickey, Elastigirl, or Stitch. Hercules would be good because he's really strong, but then again, sometimes you need to be smart instead of strong. And I'm going to be smart in making this decision, so I'm going to choose the Genie. Which word would your closest friends use to describe you? Well, I don't know because I'm not them, but I would say there's caring, loyal, creative, funny, kind, and successful. I mean, I'm pretty successful. I have 10 subscribers, so pretty successful. I also like to think that I'm funny, but I can be funny sometimes, but I'm not really funny all the time. So I'm gonna go loyal. Which MCU dynamic duo is my favorite? Of course, there's Hope and Scott, Thor and Loki, Steve and Bucky, the Science Bros, which I didn't figure out what they were till a few days ago, so it's a good thing I know that now. Nebula and Gamora, or Carol and Fury. It's a really good thing that I just watched Captain Marvel, otherwise I wouldn't know that they were a dynamic duo, so we're gonna go Thor and Loki because it's just the good guy, the sometimes good guy but mostly bad guy. It's a perfect combination. And now, which weird or unconventional superpower would you want to possess? The power to instantaneously learn any language by only hearing it once? The power to change the nutritional value of any food at your will? The power to remember anything you read and recall it instantly? The power to make any clothing item fit as though it were tailored? The power to transform into any animal you can think of, real or imaginary? The power to always know with absolute certainty when someone is lying to you? It would be pretty nice to know when someone is lying to you, but sometimes you can just feel that they're lying to you, and in that moment, you can turn into a dragon and burn them to a crisp. So we're going to pick an animal, real or imaginary. Whose origin story is my personal favorite? Tony Stark, Steve Rogers, Thor, Stephen Strange, T'Challa, or Carol Danvers? We're gonna have to go with Thor on this one, you guys. He lives for 5,000 years, he's a god, he's also a little prideful, which you kind of love a plot twist thing. We're going with Thor. And finally, what would you say is your personal character flaw? I joke around too much, I have a short temper, I care too deeply, I can be a little too blunt, I'm not always confident, or I can be a little reckless. Well, I'm a teenager, so we're gonna go with I can be a little reckless. And the results are in. I made it. I am alive! Thank you for watching this video, and be sure to check in a few days for part 3, where I will be figuring out which Marvel villain I am. So be sure to check in for that. And if you decide to take this BuzzFeed quiz, I would love to know if you made it or not. So let me know down in the comments.